Halloween Horror Nights 32 starts tonight. And you may think that you've been to the best haunt in the country. But what we're going to show you tonight will change that.
I am so nervous about tonight. Like, my hands are shaking. I'm trying to make this bracelet and I keep dropping everything. Like, my heart's in my chest. I couldn't even eat lunch today. I'm so nervous. I know at the end of the night I will have had a good time, but that Exorcist house is just living in my head right now. It's so much of an unknown because the movie hasn't come out yet. And we tried to watch the original Exorcist movie, and I made it halfway through before I had to bail, and then I still had nightmares that night. So I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm really nervous. What about you?
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous. I'm nervous for a different reason. So Universal has invited us out. So thank you, Universal. But that just makes me nervous because that means that we get to record in the houses. And we love this event. This is our favorite event of the year, so we want to do it justice. So I'm nervous for that reason. I'm excited because the houses look amazing. I'm just excited to get over there. I'm ready for it to start.
I sense it here in this room. Oh, there's no hiding. Out there is a look into my past that will show you your future. Your destiny awaits. Enter now as this horror night begins.
Are you ready? Let's go.
The fog and how it's been raining and everything, the way that the lights look through the fog right now, it's insane. It's setting a perfect atmosphere for the event. It's insane.
And we are starting with none other than The Last of Us. I know, you got it right. So for this house, we are going into one of the chapters of the video game that came out in 2013. We are meeting with our friends Ellie and Joel in Pittsburgh. However, Pittsburgh is full of different things like hunters, clickers, stalkers, and bloaters. Maybe even some runners. Anyway.
We are starting off with The Last of Us, and I just finished up the game yesterday. I'm so excited for this house, but I know I can see it in your eyes. You're terrified.
The noise that came out of the TV while Tyler was playing that game, I am not ready to hear that in this house. We're starting off with a terrified.
Ellie, stay down! That was the game. I felt like I was walking through the game. Like I said, I just finished it up, so that was reliving all of that. Oh, The bloaters got you so bad. Like you were you jumped so hard. So many times. What a house to start with. Like that was so good. I can't believe they brought it to life. That was, I'm so like,
I have not caught my breath from The Last of Us. That was wild, and we are going immediately into Monsters. We've loved all the Monsters houses that they've done in the past, so I know this one is going to be equally as good. I'm just hoping that maybe I don't scream quite as many times.
So we've had Monsters here in the past, like 2019 Universal Monsters, or even last year Legends Collide, which featured the Mummy, Wolfman, and Dracula as they were all fighting for an amulet. This time you're going to see monsters that we might have seen in the past, but others like the Invisible Man, who we've never seen before. However, he's trying to outrun the law, so he finds himself in Paris. And right now, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are also in Paris doing their medicine tour. But also, Paris is home to who? The Hunchback of Notre Dame and the Phantom of the Opera. So after all of this, we have 4 chaotic monsters leaving this murderous path in the streets in the city of love.
Sacre bleu! You! Yes, you there! Get to your home and lock the doors! There are killers on the loose tonight! My fingers are around your throat. It's madness. 3 nights in a row.
So that house was also terrifying. There were several rooms where it was so dark I had no idea where to go, and then I got like face to face with a scare actor, which is terrifying. But I really love that they brought back all the mirror scares from last year. So the Monsters house last year, it had mirrors all throughout it, and so you didn't see the scares coming, and it is so much more terrifying, and they have that in this house again. It's wonderful. I can't wait to go back through that one.
I do have one question though.
Okay.
Did the Hunchback not look like Mad-Eye Moody?
This is going to be a double special where we will go into 2 houses right after each other. Okay? So the first one we are going to go into is the Darkest Deal. That one, we are going to the Mississippi Delta. We are going to meet with a musician named Pine Straw Spruce. And Pine Straw Spruce has decided he wanted to make a deal with the Collector for fame and fortune. However, all of that fame and fortune has a downfall as the Collector follows us room to room to room because he is everywhere, okay? The second house we're going to go into is Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins, where we will first go into the 1933 Dust Bowl, where we might even see some remnants of Jack the Clown in there, because this will be the story of how Dr. Oddfellow fell to his doom as he takes us into his nighttime show. We're all ready? Let's go!
Back-to-back houses is about to be really intense, and If there is not, at the very least, a fiddle solo in The Darkest Deal, I'm gonna be really, really sad. And also, after Dr. Oddfellow, like, crashed our little party at the very beginning, I am even more excited for his house.
Music is my life. The deal is done. It's everything you asked for. Right this way. Jason, your soul is
Striking acts of distortion. Be started.
I have done
Fuck me. It tastes.
Your souls have been distorted, and you are mine. Kill them!
We came over here to San Francisco to take a little break, which is nice because it has been house after house after house, which has been so much fun. All 4 of the houses that we have been through so far have absolutely blown me away, especially Dr. Oddfellow. Like, I have no idea what I was expecting from that house, but it was amazing. Some of the sets are so cool. It was so fun. Like, it was twisted, but still a little bit lighthearted. It was amazing. Everything has also been terrifying so far. I have screamed my head off all day, and the houses seem to be a little bit more confusing for me this year, where I'm not exactly sure where to go. And it's possible it's because I'm filming and I'm looking at a screen, but I have come face to face with so many scare actors. It's like my worst nightmare, but in a good way.
It's nice to take a break. Also, the rain, it's been, I don't know if you could tell, it's been raining basically all day. The storm that we got earlier was way worse than any storm we've had the rest of the week in Orlando. We were under a tent, and the tent actually collapsed. It was just like a media tent. It wasn't that big of a deal, except for the fact that we got soaking wet. My socks are ruined. But yeah, it's been a fun night so far. It's been back to back to back. The, what was it? Dark Offerings house. Dark Offerings. That was really cool. We walked out and Anna was just like, hey, there was no fiddle. So no fiddle, but still really cool set design. And the story there, one of the things that I love doing these events, but I want to go through the houses like multiple times to get the storyline. The storyline there was pretty creepy. There were some things that when I go back through, or when I'm looking at the footage, I'm not sure that I want to see them again. But, like I said, it has been raining, and we've gone through a couple of scare zones, and there weren't any scare actors. So now, I guess, with this little break, they said we could go over here and go through Shipyard 32. So I guess that'll be our first scare zone with scare actors. I'm excited to see how, now that we've been through Dr. Oddfellow's house, I'm excited to see all the scare zones and how they tie in. Let's go check it out.
This scare zone scares me. Also, the fog is so dense right now, like you can't even see them coming half the time. Best scare of the night so far.
This is a very meta house, if you will. So in this house, we are going to be going into a haunted house where we have decided we are going to do Chucky this year. So we have invited him to the event and said, hey, come and see what we're all about. However, he has taken that into his own hands, where now he is using his voodoo magic to possess the other Chucky dolls so he can get that ultimate kill count. We're all ready? Let's do it!
I took over that's all their dogs. The most important thing to remember was all
possessed all of the killer dolls in the house. Please, I'm begging you. The entire cast is dead.
Don't with me! We'll all eat in pieces. Oh, I'll never skip on. You see? Oh, I never skip on. With me. Hey, Dave, let's keep this moving. Next thing you know, guess what? You're in. Oh, I never skip hard. You're all gonna die. Let's keep this moving. Next victim, please.
Like, the best part was when he would cuss, the Universal logo would pop up and they'd bleep him. And then he had like an actual kill counter. Maybe we just had a bad walkthrough. But now you have a bad name. Redheads have a bad name. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't the best.
As much as it saddens me to say this, I agree with Tyler. That is the worst house that we've been through so far. And I feel like the intermission in the middle really killed it. Like last year it made sense because the Blumhouse house that was here was like two separate movies turned into separate houses, so the break made sense. Here it just kind of like killed the vibe. So that's what I'm gonna blame it on. Yeah. And now we're headed through our most anticipated scare zone of the entire event, and that is Vamp 69. I have high hopes for this one. This one is good. Like, there were no scare actors out earlier, and they are everywhere now. They brought us back here to the soundstage for a break. There's some food here. We can get something to drink and sit down for a minute. And I think we need it because we have just been go, which is fun. Like, that's exactly what we expect. Like, it's opening night of HHN. That's what it's supposed to be. But it's nice to slow down and take a break. And then I am so excited for the last 5 houses that we have. We still have Stranger Things, Dueling Dragons, Exorcist, you know. We'll get through it.
Before we go grab some of that drink, take a little bit of a breather. Vamp 69, and maybe it's because we haven't had scare actors in some of the other scare zones.
Yeah.
Vamp 69 was so good. Like, I don't jump very easily. Like, we talk about that a lot. Like, I just don't jump. And the fact that the vampires, the scare actors, blended in so well with the crowd. Like, I got a few times. Something else. The last 2 years, the music in that scare zone, so good. They had Beatles. The music in that scare zone is great. I can see myself, like, we will be over here. I can already tell you, just enjoying the concert some nights. It may be a little bloody. We'll enjoy the concert.
I am running on adrenaline and nachos at this point, but it's time for more houses.
This is our production front lawn. So we do a lot of filming here from movies, TV shows, but during Halloween, we can have haunted houses. So we are gonna go in our next haunted house, which is gonna be Dueling Dragons Choose Thy Fate. Has anyone done this roller coaster when it was here? Whether it's Dueling Dragons, Dragon Challenge, yeah, a couple of us. It's an iconic roller coaster that's been here. However, this time we are going into magical realm, where now Merlin, has been trapped inside of an enchanted oak by Lady of the Lake, and now 2 warlocks are trying to go get his spellbook. However, the spellbook has been cursed, where now these 2 warlocks are turning into the most dangerous weapon of all, dragons. And towards the end, you will have your own destiny to fulfill as you go on this campaign, where you get to choose which side you are going to side with, the fire warlock or the ice warlock.
So, we get to choose our path. Luckily, we're both running cameras.
I never got to ride.
What side are you going?
I'm going ice.
You're going ice?
Yeah, because I hope it's
All right,
cold.
I'll go fire. If it's hot and fire, we're gonna fight when we go.
Those nachos have me pumped up.
These to the realm. I have been blessed. The lady of the
This is crazy.
Adventurers, your quest has already begun.
The sets in that house were unreal. Like the whole thing was just like a giant castle, and then there was like the fire dragon and the ice dragon, and you had to choose which way you went. And so we had heard that there were 4 different endings that you could potentially get given the way that you go, and then like we weren't sure what the other variable is, but apparently when you go through the house it changes from time to time, but there's like a correct side to pick, like a side that wins. And so I picked the ice side, which was the winner this time. So Merlin was at the end and was like, congratulations, like you did it. That's not what he said. I don't really remember exactly what he said, but I picked the winner side.
You say you picked the winner side, but like winning is subjective, right? So when I went on my side, which wasn't hotter by the way, I don't think it's still air conditioned. The fire wizard came out with Merlin's head. So like, what if I hate Merlin? Then I'm the winner. Everyone's the hero of their own story, right? Like, so we won. I think. I don't. Is there a winner? Merlin lost. And by the way, that house. It's probably my favorite of the night so far. The set design was beautiful. Like the 2 dragons, that big room is just like such a huge scale. I will be going through that house every night that I'm here. That was incredible.
2019, we had an amazing house called Yeti Terror of the Yukon. Yeah, do we all remember? Okay, by that reaction, I know we love it. 2018, we had an amazing house, Slaughter Cinema, which is still my favorite to date. And everyone is in love with the Yeti, so we brought back the MCU, yes, the Yeti universe, and we are gonna have Yeti Campground Kills. This time we are going into the 1950s in a campground, and we'll see different families there. They'll even read a note that say, be careful with the bears, but the real predator out there are going to be the Yetis, okay? Let's go through. Let's go this
seen my son, Billy? Billy, where are you? Billy!
What the hell are those things?
Okay, like I kind of lost the people in front of me, so like I was going through a lot of the rooms by myself.
I lost you too. I was way behind you.
Yeah, like so I was literally the only person in like half the rooms. I screamed my head off. The Yetis got me over and over and over again. Also, I love, even though this isn't like an ice Yeti, it's more of like a Bigfoot campground kind of Yeti. It was still really, really cold in that soundstage. That's the same perfectly. I love that. I don't think it's as good as Dueling Dragons, but that is one of my favorite houses we've been through tonight.
The amount that I felt like I was actually like in the woods. That scene where you walk out onto the back deck of the cabin, I felt like it was like there was like depth there. Like I guess they used the soundstage space to make it. You felt like you were on the back, and the Yetis are back with a vengeance. Anna missed a snake coming out of the toilet. Oh, you would have lost it. But that thing, oh, the Yetis are back. The Yetis are back.
Okay, I did miss the snake in the toilet. I know what room it was in, and there was a giant Yeti scare like just after the snake in the toilet. So I was more concerned about the Yeti, and yes, it did scare me. I jumped a bunch. But the room that killed me was the room with all the mirrors. Like I kept jumping at myself moving, and then a Yeti came out from the right, and then one came out from the left. I was almost on the ground.
But in this one, as you may have seen in Stranger Things 4, there were 3 different subplots happening all at once that came down to one big showdown. In this house, we are going to go over one of those subplots with just Vecna. While Vecna is the bad guy of the show, he is going to be the one narrating us and taking us through chronologically as we see a big showdown. Okay? You'll even hear iconic songs, maybe to get you out of that Vecna-verse. Does anyone have a song that they would listen to? Yeah? No? No? I would listen to anything Pitbull that would get me out of that little trance, like Max. Yeah, me too, me too. Other than that, there are a lot of scares, and by popular demand, we have brought back the Demogorgon. So you might even see them in there. Who knows? We're all ready? Yeah?
Max, are you ready?
I am ready. It's time to go face Vecna. I need to put my headphones on for this one. Like. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready for this one. Let's go. I'm ready.
Something's wrong. Vecna's curse. An undead creature of great power. A dark wizard.
I'm losing my mind right now. Like,
My job now, Christy!
What you say?
Stranger Things to return since 2019, and that was it. The Vecna scene was insane.
I was gonna say, like, every iconic scene that I can think of from season 4 was in that house. Like, so much happened in season 4, and they portrayed it beautifully in that house.
I have no notes. It was amazing, perfection, worth the wait, awesome.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Stranger Things season 4, like, this is like a perfect.
Oh, so good. So good. When they were up on the top of the trailer, the best.
The next house we're going through is Blood Moon Dark Offering, which means, if my math is correct, that means that we have saved Exorcist for last, and I am so anxious. Like, I'm kind of glad that it's last, but like, I also kind of want to get it over with because it's making me jittery just thinking about it.
The false-hearted must die. Lest we all die.
They killed Mommy and Daddy. They killed Mommy and Daddy.
the set design is insane. And she was talking about how it's like on Halloween Eve or whatever, and as you were going through the house, all the pumpkins were in their faces and stuff. Did you notice that? It's like real culty. I always thought I wanted to start a cult. I'm just kidding, I don't. But the set design was beautiful. The bell tower reminded me a lot of some of the things we saw inside of Dead Man's Spear last year. That was a beautiful house. Beautiful house. I didn't think it was that scary, but it was a beautiful house.
So this last house is going to be The Exorcist Believer. I personally think this is the most intense house. For this house, we will be walking through the trailer of the movie. You will see Catherine and Angela as they go into the forest and don't escape for 3 days to find out later that maybe something has come back with them. Okay? Ready?
No, I am not ready. I am not ready at all.
Oh, I'm scared.
Our tour guide decided to not go through this one because it scares her so much she doesn't want to go through it. Why am I doing this?
Absolutely not.
3 days later, 30 miles away in South Planet. Going to die.
Body in the blood. Body in the blood.
Going to die. Let's get you.
Seeing that movie. I gotta check my heart rate right now. Like I gotta see what that is, because that was non-stop. It was terrifying. Like, I don't know, that little girl is creepy. Like, there were scare actors that I was looking at and they just like moved and I jumped. 121. That's my heart rate.
What an amazing night. What was your favorite?
It's such a hard choice because I feel like there's so many good houses this year, but I think just first impressions, it's gotta be Dueling Dragons. The sets in there were incredible, and like the split ending was phenomenal. They pulled it off so well.
I'm gonna say Chucky, and I am lying. It's not like, we're gonna run through it again. Like we said, don't judge things on the first run. I think mine's Dueling Dragons as well. Dueling Dragons was just insanely good tonight. I mean, I bought the shirt. Like, I can't wait to go back through it. And you went through Exorcist. Proud of you.
Thank you.
But, our lights went out. But anyways, I guess that means they're closing up. It is time to go home. We didn't get to go through all the scare zones because we ran out of time. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back many nights, and we hope to see y'all here. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.